Have you ever stopped and dreamt about what your life would look like in the future? Maybe when you were younger, you had visions of what being an adult would look like. Maybe even as an adult, you had visions of what family life might look like or your professional life might look like. Have you taken any time recently to do that? Do you have a vision for what your life will look like in the future? I have a technique that I use. It's based in psychology called future pacing. And I use it a lot with my clients because I want you to have a dream. I want you to have a vision of what your life will look like because it embodies what you want. I want to show you how future pacing can help you envision what happens in the future for you and give you some mile markers so that you know you're on the right path along the way. So let's take a look at this technique and see how you can create that vision and then have those mile markers along the road so you know you're going the right direction. Future pacing is a concept of having a picture in your mind and understanding where it is that you want to go. You have that finish line well in sight. How do you get there? For me, future pacing really is about several steps because you can't just jump from the start to the finish, obviously. There's steps along the way, but you need to know whether or not you're still on the road to your goals. So as of today, you know where you want to be in the future, and you can do it in terms of where you want to be in 10 years. That's usually where I start with people. It can be too much. I understand that. But right now, let's start with 10 years. And obviously, your starting line is today. So if you have your goal and you know that your goal is to have something in your life in 10 years, be it a thing, be it a way of life, be it something for your family or your health or your faith, what is that thing that you want your life to look like in 10 years? So once you name that, you've made the first step. You know what it is you want. Here's the trick. So you know what it is you want in 10 years. Well, how in the world are you going to get there? Make some mile markers for yourself. So you have a 10-year goal. What does it need to look like at the 5-year point? What does your life need to look like 5 years from today so that you know you're still on track to get to that 10-year mark? All right, so we know what 5 years needs to look like. We know kind of where we need to be. We need to be halfway to the goal. We need to have X, Y, and Z accomplished at 5 years so we know that we're still on the road to that 10-year finish line. Okay, so 5 years might sound like a bit. I get that. Break it down a little more. What is it that your life needs to look like in 2 years? 2 years from today, what things do you need to have done so that you know you're on the road to the 5-year mark? We're not even talking about the 10-year mark at this point. What is it 2 years from today that you can get done, that you can set goals for yourself so that you know you're still on track? Back it up even farther. What is it that you need to have done in 1 year? 1 year from today, what is it that you need so that you know you'll be set for 2 years, you'll be set for 5 years, and you'll definitely be set when you hit that finish line. Future pacing is a way for you to set short-term goals so that you know you're on the right track. And it makes things, for me at least, less overwhelming. If you know you have a big ultimate desired outcome for your 10-year mark, this is the way you want life to look for you in 10 years, then you can back it up and say, well, I know what I need to do by the halfway mark. And I know what I need to do at 2 years. And I know what I need to do a year from now. So, do you have that goal set for you in 10 years? What is that 10-year goal? What is that thing you want your life to look like? Just dream. Dream about what you want your life to look like in 10 years in all areas of your life. And I will break it down for you in our next video, what those areas are, so you can set the foundation to get that life that you dream of. Take some time, give yourself permission, and dream about what you want your life, your family's life, anyone in your world's life that you can affect. What do you want their lives to look like in 10 years? We'll talk soon.